Hey guys, this is KMC and this is part 2 of how to build the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. So I'm going to leave a space of 2, but actually miss another one. We'll go for 3. So basically, instead of doing what I've done there, take the end one off. So it'll be 2 rows down, and on the 3rd row down, place your blocks, but leave in a row of 3 on the row that you actually place your block. And you want to do 5 blocks squared, so 5 blocks one line, and so on. You want to do this for 3 layers. Now guys, you want to step it out. Doesn't matter too much about the blocks on the inside because you won't see them, but you just basically want to come out and you want to do this for 5 layers, stepping out every time. So you want to go up another one, place one, come out. And you want to do this, carry on. This is now the 2nd layer, so you want to do it another 3 times after this layer. Now we're on our 4th layer. Now we've got 1 more to go. This is now our final layer coming outside. And now for our next 2 layers, we want to match to this layer. In fact, really it's 5 layers. So this would be the 2nd layer. And this will now be our very center layer. And then we want 2 more on top, but I'll back off, take a view of how it looks just this half. So basically now guys, we're just going to hit it with our next 2 layers going up, following the same line. Now I've left the corner pieces up just purely to help me work out where I'm going. And now on this line, I knock out the 2. The extra 1 on the corner. Reason being is because I'm just trying to define the actual circle, even though obviously it's not a circle. It basically just helps me work out where I'm going. So placing 1 inside and then coming out. And I will shape the rest of it at the bottom, but I'll leave that for a second, just really to get the layers done. So you don't knock out the 2nd one on that line, just the 1. Just purely that's where I'm just a little confused. I should have done it as I was going down, to be honest. So basically you got your center line, you knock 1 off, and then you come back 1. bearing in mind that you've already knocked the centre one off for the line parallel with it. And basically, see, I'm confusing myself. I'm going to put one back in, so it's purely just a centre line and then one off the edge, and then coming down one off the edge, and the same on the top, one off the edge and then going down one off the edge, like so. Guys, you don't have to do this. I'm just doing it because I like to get it looking as good as possible. I just think it defines it a little more, gives it a bit more of an edge, like a circle sort of sphere shape. Now guys, we're going to step in now, but this time we are going to come all the way out to where we should be, so including, there you go, so it's still a square. We will shape it a bit more once we get up there, but for now it's just easier to shape it, go in square, so we find our edges for our next layers. And we're going to do this again. So we're going to end up going up about another 4 layers after this one, stepping in every single time. And this will now be our last layer going up. So when we're doing it, fill it in afterwards and get ready to plant them ears on. Now guys, you don't have to cut off these corner pieces, but if you notice the part underneath where I only take off for 2 layers. But if you notice underneath, it's got more of a curve look to it. So for me, I'm just literally doing it for that very reason. Sorry about the bad frames there guys, that's where my computer's overworking. Can't really do much about it, I'm afraid. And that is our circular shape. So now for the ears, we're going to do 3 in the middle. So we've got a gap of 1 on each end. I'm going to step down 2 lines, and on the bottom line we're going to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But you could actually leave it as 8, and the reason being is because the way I done it the first time, leaving the 1 in the middle on, I've actually on this one knocked them off. And the reason being, because from a distance it looks a little bit better, because you don't see that the 2 outside blocks are missing. So I thought lose them all together and it will just give it that mark. But once you come up them 2 levels, so basically every time you come out from the center, you've gone down 2 levels. When you come up level, it should be 11 blocks long. And going from the very bottom, it should be 11 blocks high. Now basically guys, you could just do a frame 11 by 11. I've gone up 12 on this one. Basically I've gone that a little bit higher. On my last one it was 11, but it is better to go higher. Like I say, I've knocked off these little ridges. The reason being is because it doesn't benefit you on the ears. So I thought, what's the point? So basically if you guys wanted to just do a frame going all the way up, as long as it meets and it's got the curves in it, it'll work and it'll be fine. Now guys, it's down to personal preference. You might actually prefer the one in the middle on it, but I actually just fill it in, but making sure that I'm stepping up by the two stair sort of features every time. And the reason I'm doing that is purely because when I looked at it, I thought it was much better to just take off the 3, not leave the middle one there. So I know I've just built it like that, but for me in the end I thought, knock them out and then fill to that line. And I thought it just looked better for me personally, but that is personal preference. You don't have to do that at all. You may prefer the other way. Personally for me, I thought from a distance you want it to look tidy, and I just thought it looked better. So we've got our one ear done. We're going to do the same over this side, 3 in the middle. Except obviously this time it will be easier because you've already got a line there. So basically you just want to build up, match into the other side, remembering to leave that one gap. Yeah, that's one side of the frame done, and we want to drop down 2, literally on our second layer. So we come out 9 on the bottom layer. terrible stuff to try and count black wool once it's already in, you can't see the box around it. So I had to knock it back, start again. And there you have it, our 9 frame, and this is pretty much just to make the rest of the frame. So on the next one we'll step it up and then come out one. And then we step it up again and we come out one. And now if we build all the way up, you could just literally frame it like that and just fill in, or you can do it like I've done, it's still the same thing, filling in. As long as you remember to step on the very top one, so when you hit the step on the side that's already got the frame, you remember to step down on this side. And there you are guys, that is our Mickey Mouse head done for the top of our build. I'm going to drop down, put a couple of holes just in the roof, but obviously where I've left it side over, it's got enough room for the slide to be attached. So just on the very top corner one here, one square in, and there's your hole, and you can knock out the second one as well. And that'll be ready for our slide in the next part. I think we'll cover the slide down the balloon in the next part probably. But for now guys, thanks for watching, and I will get part 3 uploaded very shortly. Thank you for watching.